Okay, so this is a special game, in that it's Tyrael, and we're not gonna build Tyrael the way that people normally build Tyrael. So you can glean what you will from that little insight at the beginning of this video, and imagine what we're gonna do. He did get some changes in the most recent patch. He got buffs to a couple of his talents, a couple of his regen and smite talents. So basically what we're doing, enemy team has an Uberak, we have Tyrael. Our tank balance it's not terrible in terms of health. In terms of CC, they have us vastly outgunned. But Tyrael should be able, I think, to put out much more damage than an Uberak, even though he has well, actually they both really have about the same amount of mana issues. I don't know why he shielded that. I'm going to try to block some damage on the minions to just keep the wave here a little bit longer, and then we're just going to slap an Uberak to get our level 1 talent going as fast as we can, or for as long as we can. So we can get 10 stacks on it at any given moment, and then what it does is, if you only have 1 stack, my team wants to come down. Here they come. There they are. I did need assistance, so I appreciate that. But the level 1 here, it's a regen talent. You get 18 health over 10 seconds, I believe. I could be wrong. Over 5 seconds. Whew, yeah, 10 seconds would have been horrible. So at level 1, it's 18 health over 5 seconds. But it can stack 10 times. So basically, you can get 180 health over 5 seconds if you damage enough people for long enough. I don't think it's perfect, but it definitely fits with some of his other regen talents. This Nazebo in this game has a little trouble with his wall. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there now. He doesn't. He knows all about the stacking, and he knows how to stay in the lane. But are you ready for some expert fucking body blocking? Look at that! Look at that! That. I don't know how I managed to do all that while slapping him with auto attacks, because that was probably the best I will ever do at body blocking. It probably helped that, you know, we had some Nova Slow and some Tyrande damage going too, but that's really Tyrael's main form of crowd control, even though that's super, I don't even know if you can call it that. Watch this. There you go. Conveyor belts carry the sword. I don't know how often you're going to see that or find a use for it, but in this map, especially in the bottom lane, Tyrael does have the ability to soak that bottom wave, put a sword on the... Oh my god. Please don't die. Boom. 3-man stun. Tyrande looking out. And we are going in for some auto attacks. Can't quite take them out, so we're just gonna go tap and then try to go back in. Our level 1 right now. Okay, good. So if you'll notice, come on, I didn't get it. If you'll notice, the bottom left-hand corner, right above our health bar, is the level 1 talent. Is the stacks on it. They dissipate pretty fast. After all, it is only 5 seconds, so. Your best way to actually achieve that damage safely, though, is your E and your Q. E is more dangerous than Q, obviously, and auto attacks are more dangerous than the E. But auto attacks are much more consistent and on a lot less of a cooldown. So there's a whole bunch of nuances to this talent that I don't really think matter, because it's probably not the best talent. I'm just taking it to synergize a little bit with the build. The next talent, let's see, Smite talent's just all over the place. Basically what this is going to do is let Thrall get away. He's going to run completely away. And there it is. Alright, at least Nova's getting some trading. So I'm going to murder Thrall with my auto attacks with the Anubarak. My healer was dead, that's why. That's why I couldn't manage to survive. I'm not super sure why Asmo wouldn't set like a single toe, especially after she does that. Like, I just need you to move a little bit onto it. You can come down from the top if you have to, but I just need you to delay it until Zebo gets there and gets murdered. We can't just give up soaking other lanes though, because the Immortal is on the enemy team, or the Protector is on the enemy team. So I'm gonna go do that. Nubarak's in the bottom because he knows what to do for his team. But let's go over these talents real quick before I forget about them. Divine Vigor is going to increase your attack. No, it just makes your attacks heal for 4 seconds when you hit people with your E. And then Purge Evil is going to increase the attack damage for 4 seconds when you hit people with your E. So basically what those two do together is create a really, really hard Vampiric Assault. Then Lily's just going to be a pain in the dick. So you saw there I was getting 140 health back per swing, which is fucking cool. Probably not the best way to play Tyrael, especially into a Lily, who's just going to be blinding my ass all game. But I like the way this is working, because I fucking love dealing damage with my E. And I absolutely love how fucking mobile Tyrael is. It's so good. 103 damage, holy crap! I mean 103 healing, plus all the passive healing that we're doing. Now keep in mind with the level 1 talent, that's going to be a lot more than 5 seconds worth of healing, because it just keeps healing even though when you keep stacking it. So I don't know the actual math on that ability, but I know that healing is pretty substantial in the frame of about 10 seconds. Did I just surprise you? It was a Judgment game. It had to be a Judgment game. Judgment is just so fucking fun. Like, I guess Sank is cool, and it's good, and I understand why you would need it, but how could you look at Judgment and say, I don't want this? I fucking love it. Ah, I fucking love it. The Angel of Justice has come to judge you. And he's been cocooned, apparently. Big ol' whip wrap. Wiggly whip wrap. You ever notice? If you look really hard at the cocoon, it just kind of wiggles. I don't know about the big ones. If Diablo, look at that. Sword on the conveyor belt just in time to grab this soak back. I don't know how much. Ooh. 186 damage. Not terribly huge, but also getting us a decent chunk of healing back, so when we trade into him like that, we take less damage. Also probably has something to do with the Tyrande that's here. But you know, healers. It's not like we could commend them forever too. I'm just kidding. Your support player is your most important player. Make sure that they don't suck. Oh man, just like, okay. Oh Nova, that was a wolf. And dead. I was totally sure she was gonna make it out of there, and then she got way forced. I love that too. The amount of time that is just up for you to teleport to your Q after you throw it is insane. Enemy team thinks that they're going to try to get this, but they're not. They're going to run away in fear because I am the Angel of Justice. And I have the Lord of Sin on my side as well. She's dead. She's not dead. I could have judged her, but I was so sure that she was just dead. Put down the heal. Oh, I walked right into that. Fuck me. Gonna make it away. Please, just need you to die. Please just die. Oh, and those fucking blinds. But Jaina did me a favor and walked backwards. She's nice and dead. So is Tyrande, though. Gonna get Thrall. Nice. Good trade. Not really a good trade because they got the objective and killed 3 of us for the 2 of them. Nova and Nazebo still sitting on their 13 talents. Being able to snap pick talents in situations like that is helpful. So get used to doing it. You're dead. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Anyway, like I said, if you can get in those heat of the moment spots and you can pick a talent, suddenly you've given yourself an advantage over an enemy who can't. So like the Nazebo and the Nova were at a disadvantage into the enemy team because they had 13 talents, they just didn't pick them. They're not, I guess, I don't want to say they're not smart enough to pick them on the fly, but they didn't realize that they could pick them on the fly. Which is totally a thing that happens, I get it. Some people just like, oh man, I forgot. But, yeah. It's okay. But you need to learn to do it. Here comes the Judgment. Li Ming probably gonna get away. But, whatever. You'll notice I took another fun talent. Eldraone's Might can teleport twice. It's called the Sword of Justice, and I gave up Holy Ground for it. But you know what? Who fucking cares? I love Wormhole, and my sword does too. So, yeah, you better fucking run, bro. You better run. And there's just something about being a Gundam that makes me want to like be mobile, you know? Like remembering all those space fights. Teleport back. Still gonna get rooted. I have movement speed out of this. Well, I had a shield out of that. Anyway, 4 beetles, 3 people on the enemy team could not kill me. I have 2 people in the top lane right now pushing against that Jaina. I think they're gonna get this building, but Asmo has decided to come down and give me some assistance, and that's as far as we're gonna take that. We got Tyrande off in the middle lane right now by herself, which is not where she should be. Not because that's her fault, because that's our team's fault for not being near her. I have had it with this fucking wizard. She blinked right into me. Ultra dead. I'm gonna take that kill from Nova because triple tap. I mean, it's just like Judgment, right? It's the ult that you take because it's fun. If we look a little bit, oh no, I fucked it up. Go back to camera view. There we go. We're getting that their turret in the bottom lane. I think the enemy team just showed 2 middle and 1 bottom. There's no way that they are doing the heal camp right now with no one, because everyone's showing bottom. Li Ming's dead. I mean, you know what I mean. People are showing on the map. I know what I'm talking about. I'm invisible right now, but I'm not going to do a whole lot with it because I don't have Judgment for another 15 seconds. And Anub'arak, oh, he might not get away. He's going to web wrap me. Yep, there it is. He's like, I know Tyrael is a good body blocker, and if I don't do this, I'm probably dead. So, smart thinking, Anub'arak. Way to use that ability. Now, this cheeky-ass Li Ming player does not seem to understand that I can blow her to pieces just by concentrating a little bit hard on her. So, we'll see if she learns that lesson. Gonna go ahead and easy channel on the point. You're just taking a whole lot of free damage right now, Nova. And now I have to come up here to try and help you because you fucked so much shit up. And our Tyrande is going to die for you because she's just like... Oh. I blocked the damage from the Sundering as best I could at the last moment there. Tyrael's shields without that level 1 talent are kind of small though, so... excuse me? Goodbye. See you later, enemy team. Sick of you anyway. You can't tell me that that wasn't some of the memeiest shit you've ever seen. Like, we're gonna lose the objective. But, I'm on the fucking treadmill. I could have gone in there for that kill, but I didn't do the greedy thing. I left. Which shows to myself that I am growing as a player. And this guy is just so bad. Wow. Let's take a look at his deck, shall we? 164, he's doing good. Asmo is almost finished as well.
It looks like you have a
We have almost achieved late game, and enemy team hasn't taken down a keep yet, so we are in good standing right now. We're not hemorrhaging deaths. We're not like 6 levels down. We can still make this a win, even though all of our shit is just super fucked up. That's how you get some poke damage material while being relatively safe. I can only hit him so hard. I also took the talent at 16 that reduces the cooldown on Smite when we have our sword up. So, with our Blink Back talent, Sword of Justice, our uptime on that is considerable amount more. So, just fuck off, robot! Did he really get stopped by the robot explosion? That's okay. Yeah, what I was saying though, your Q uptime is quite a bit longer, so if your Q is up, thank you Windows. I really needed to know that right now. If your Q time is up for the whole duration, basically you get 2 smites in that amount of time. I don't necessarily know. Burning Halo is probably better for the procs it'll give you on your level 1. And Heraldric Reforging is probably even better than that, because of the amount of Q that you'll be doing. But there's the theme to this build, it is the E. So shake that for what it's worth. Now that we're 20, lost our Tyrande. Gotta get my buddy out of his cocoon. He does wriggle. Look at that. The big ones wriggle too. I have taken the reduced cooldown and damage on a level 20. No, sorry. Increased range. I could have sworn. Huh. Well, that's fine. Goodbye. It's not the only time that's going to happen either. So, yeah, doesn't increase the damage, but wickedly increases the range and drops the cooldown so far. Oh my god. Like, till a 40-second reduction as Nazeebo gets exploded out of his ice block. I don't really want to be next to these people, but you know what? Fuck it! This is why me and this guy are best friends. For this game alone, I don't actually know him in real life. But if I did know him in real life, I would be clapping for him. Over the mic, like you can hear that kind of applause. Like that's what I would be doing. If I had an air horn, I would blow it directly into the microphone, So he's deaf for the rest of his life, but he would know how much I appreciate him for that dunk. Holy fuck.
I'm starting up an access terminal.
Thanks for the update, Nazebo. Can we just go back to that moment where I killed one of them, and then Asmo killed two of them, and then Li Ming was already dead? Or maybe Asmo killed three. I can't remember. It was so cool. What are you doing? Why are you standing so far forward? You know that I can kill you whenever I feel like. You know I can. I didn't do it. I didn't do it just then. I wanted to. Trust me, I wanted to. I would just like to point out also, this Li Ming took Aether Walker at level 1. Just let that sink in. I love that talent, BTW, but I'm trying to like flank around. I don't really know why Tyranda's over here. I'm gonna dodge that real quick and then get fucking cocooned. That should have happened way sooner. Oh no, I got interrupted. That's the first time I think they've done that all game. It's not like interrupting judgment is super difficult, but I should have judgmented Brawl immediately. But we'll take Lily as a consolation prize. And then I'll get murdered. And Aether Walkers goes me. Don't ever let anybody tell you that talent is not good. We're gonna lose our bottom keep too. There are catapults on it. Can you get that Thrall's consolation prize? Can you stop punching beetles? Nova. Jesus Christ. I don't understand what you're doing. Like, what? That's okay. That's okay. They have 3 people dead. Still punching minions and beetles. Let's go take a look over here. Ooh. There are 2 very weak links on this team, and I think that you can pick out which 2 players those are. Reactivation successful. This poor Tyrande is just she's playing really good for a quick match. But okay. Everything is fine. There we go. We might have lost a little bit of sound there. I had to reply to a message. But back to stopping this lane from pushing. And our team is gearing up for a fight in the bottom lane. So now that I've killed the archers, or the ranged minions, I need to get on down there to help them kill the shit out of people. So here we go. Thrall looking nice and out there. Triple tap wasted. Ooh. They do tend to blow a lot of cooldowns when I blink in and blink out like that. Some big ass toads running, hopping at the enemy team. They do not run. They use their full body force of motion to move forward in tiny spurts. Alright, okay. Let's kill these minions. Get our oh look, the fort's already dead. I forgot. Okay. We are level 20, and I had to try and ping. She canceled the judgment with her ice block. Come on, Asmo, I've got all the vision in the world. And thump. Did you guys see how cool that was? Did you guys see? All you have to do sometimes is give a teammate a good eye, and then they'll know what to do from there. Fuck you, tower. I'm not gonna let you shoot me when I can get back to my sword. My sweet, loving, faithful sword. Not the greatest engage by the enemy team. Not really at all. And then they just walk into a fuck ton of toads and get dunked on. And suddenly, there ain't shit that they can do because they don't have a healer for 20 more seconds. Like, what are you gonna do to stop me? I should have judgmented him. Judged him? Judged him. That's how you say that.
Well done, my ally.
That's okay. Always kill the catapult if you have the opportunity to. Our waves are all pushing, so if the enemy team has one in the lane pushing against it, if you kill it, suddenly the wave going towards that wave is infinitely stronger. You don't even have to kill the whole wave. If you're in a hurry, just make sure you kill the catapult. Missed! And I have been webbed after I teleported back. He wasn't expecting that, was he? Alright. Huge damage. I was thinking about going for the Blink Judge, but I decided against it. Oh my god, there it is. But I'm going to use it on Li Ming instead because I just really have a vendetta against that one player. I don't know why. It's not like they did anything to me. Did you see how far I teleported? Did you see? I'm just going to go do the objective because, like, fuck it. This is the only keep left on the map, and the friendly team is so committed to not giving a fuck about the objective. Not real sure what Thrall was thinking. He's just gonna get his dick shot off and eaten by toads. Asmo's health bar saving him from the Anubarak engage. We already have Judgment Bag. Like, look at that. Look at that. I'm just gonna hippity hop back to the point. Yeah, 3 people dead. That's obviously a keep for us. The toads on the Zebo, the damage on Asmo, Tyrande healing everybody, like, who cares? Let's go look at one of the other cameras, because this is how this game is going to end. We have so much siege damage with just 2 people on this team, and a Tyrande, that the enemy team just cannot possibly hope to come back. Like, look at this shit. Meanwhile, I've got 8% to go on the fucking robot.
The protector is ours, and with it, our future is assured.
And then Nazeebo's just gonna suicide for the fucking core. Which is fine, he should be doing that, but I've got the robot, I'm trying to make it down there. Didn't even need the robot. Boy. GG indeed. I don't know if you can take credit for that win, my friend. He can. The Asmo certainly can, because he ripped some monsters. Oh look, it was just the 2 of us, best buddies! That moment when Angel and a demon get together to just pick on a couple fucking wizards and a bug with a panda. Here are the talents. That Tyrael build. There are changes. Like, there are some changes you could make to optimize this a little bit better. But I just kind of went with, as best as I could, E-build. That was my thought. So, I still think the shield talent at level 1 is probably better. But Ardent Restoration really synergizes decently with the 4 and 7 talents for your E. Judgment at 10, 13 was Sword of Justice, I believe it is called. You can teleport back to your queue from where you throw it from. And then 16 was the decreased cooldown or increased recharge rate of your E while your Q is out. And then 20, if you take Judgment, do not take anything but the upgrade, which is called Angel of Justice. There you go. And then here's Asno's build too. Pretty standard stuff. He went Gluttony, but you should on that map. And then 242 is not shabby. I just really didn't like the way you played the character. I mean, I kind of kept up with you. I definitely had more kills than you did. But they played just fine, and I had the most XP soaked. So I contributed... No, that's Asmo. I keep looking at this thinking it's shiny numbers. It's got to be me. I had the most damage soaked. And I still beat you in soak. So, ta-da, I win. Case closed. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a fun video for me. A fun game, if I'm being completely honest. So, have yourself a wonderful day, and thanks for always doing them YouTube and things that you do.